Beginners, we are about to get into the most important scale you will ever learn. Let's do this. Friends and neighbors, welcome back to the Brownstone. This might be lesson number 11. I can't remember. In the beginner series. And today, I just want to set you on the path to learning the most important scale you will ever learn. What is that scale? It is the C major scale. We won't be getting into the reasons why it's the most important scale in this particular lesson. That is for future lessons. Maybe the next one, maybe the next 2 or 3. Stay tuned. I'm seeing a lot of comments in some of the previous videos in this series saying, when's the next one coming out? I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you sure? If I were to test you on all of the previous lessons in this series, how would you do? Huh? Answer that question honestly. I want to make sure that every bit of information in all of the previous lessons in this series are ingrained and in the muscle memory and in the brain. You have an intimate knowledge of all of the previous lessons before you progress. Don't rush through these lessons. Don't listen to them or watch them once and then be like, okay, I'm ready for the next one. I really need you to watch these lessons a few times over to make sure that you have all of the information under the fingers and in the brain. So today we're talking about the C major scale. And if you've done and worked on lessons, let's say 1 to 3, maybe 1 to 4 in this series, you've played these notes already. We're going to go through the C major scale and I'm going to play the C major scale using open strings, right? This isn't going to be the 2-4, 1-2-4, 1-3-4 configuration or shape that I've talked about in previous lessons. I'm going to be working with open strings to make it easier for the beginners out there to play through this scale. And once you have this down, I am telling you, you are going to be set on a path to making music instantly. Here is how this scale is going to be set up. I'm going to start at the note C, which is at the 3rd fret of the A string, right there. I am playing that note with my 2nd finger. You know what? Let's change that. I'm going to play that note with my 3rd finger. See if you can manage that. 3rd finger on the 3rd fret. So basically what's happening now is I've got my first 3 fingers covering the first 3 frets on the bass, on the fingerboard. So 3rd fret of the A string with my 3rd finger, that's C. And then I'm going to play the open D. Then with the 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, I play the note E. I move up to the 3rd fret of the same string with my 3rd finger, that's F. I play the open G. And then with my 2nd fret, my 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, I play the note A, and then I'm going to use my little finger to play the 4th fret. That's the note B, and then I'm going to slide that little finger up to the 5th fret, and that's C. So basically we've gone through, this is the beauty of the C major scale. It doesn't have any sharps or flats in it, right? So I've got C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And that's my scale. Now check this out. When I come down the scale, I want to get all the notes on all 4 strings. So when I come back down, I'm just playing the pattern in reverse. Here's C at the 5th fret of the G string, 4th fret, that's B, A with the 2nd fret, open G, 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the D string, there's F, 2nd finger, 2nd fret on D, that's E, open D, there's my C where I started. But I want to keep on going. I want to go down to the lowest possible note, which in this case is going to be the open E. So when I do that, I've got the 3rd fret, 2nd fret to the open A. 3rd fret of the A with my 3rd finger, 2nd fret of the A with my 2nd finger, open A, and then I want to go 3rd fret, 3rd finger on the E, that's the note G, 1st fret, 1st finger on the E string, that's the note F, and then I play the open E, and I'm done. Or I can resolve to my root note, in this case, the note C. All right, did you get all of that information? I'm going to go through it again, a little bit faster, but here's what I'm dealing with. You can think of this in terms of the notes. I will advise you to say the note names out loud, but if you're just learning this shape, remember the fingers. Remember where your fingers are going, and that might help you to understand the shape of this particular scale. So I'm going 3rd fret, so we'll just call that 3. Open, let's say that's 0. 2, 3, right? So I'm going 3 on the A string, 0, 2, 3 on the D string, and then 0, 2, 4, 5 on the G string. 0, open, 2nd fret, 2, 4th fret, 4, 5th fret, 5, 0, 2, 4, 5. So, starting from the 3rd fret of the A string, 3, 0 on the D, 2, 3, 0, 2, 4, 5. If you want, you can play that 0, 2, 4, 5 with your, open, and then 1st finger on the 2, 3rd finger on the 4, and then little finger on the 5. In other words, G, 1st finger on A, 3rd finger on B, and then little finger on C. So then I've got 3 on the A string, 0 on the D string, 0, 2, 3 on the D string, 0, 2, 3, and then 0, 2, 4, 5. 3, 0, 2, 3, 0, 2, 4, 5. You don't have to play it that fast. If you are a beginner, take it at your own pace. You are not in a race with anyone. So, have you got it? This is the ascending pattern. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now, let's play this pattern down, and let's just understand where the fingers are going before we get into the note names, right? I'm just going backwards from where we were. So this is 5th fret. I'm going 5, 4, 2, 0, 5, 4, 2, 0 on the G string, 3, 2, 0 on the D string, 3, 2, 0 on the A string, 3, 1, 0 on the E string. And then we resolve back to C, 3rd fret of the A string. So it sounds like this. So when I play the whole thing, I get ascending and then descending. And that in itself is a beautiful little melody. Can you hear the music that's happening just in the scale on its own? Because it can be really nice, therapeutic, it's a beautiful vibe, just makes you feel good. If you're getting stuck, try to remember what's happening on each string. And if you're really stuck, then I would advise that you write these down. The information is going to sink in a lot more. If you're having trouble, the information is going to sink in a lot more when you take the time to write the information down in a way that you can understand it and remember it. A lot of people ask me for PDFs and tabs on this channel, and I don't do that because I advise you to take your own notes so that you can understand your own way of getting the information under the fingers and into the brain. A little bit of tough love. So let's go through the pattern again. First, I'll do the pattern with the numbers, and then I'll do the pattern with the note names, right? Here we go. 3, 0, 2, 3. 0, 2, 4, 5. Right? Coming back down. 5, 4, 2, 0. 3, 2, 0. 3, 2, 0 again. 3, 1, 0. And I end on C. That's the pattern. Now I'm going to go through the pattern again, and I'm going to name the notes as I go. By doing this, you get a better understanding of where these notes are going to be on the fingerboard. So once you get an understanding of the shape, go through the pattern again and name each note as you play it, right? C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, C. Does that make sense? I hope so. Friends and neighbors, have fun with this exercise. Understand the shape being created by the exercise and understand the melodic pattern that's also being created by the exercise. Then you can name the notes as you go. There are levels to this, and each level becomes more challenging. I don't want you to be discouraged if you stumble on one part of this exercise, of this study, because you are progressing. You're not going to be awesome right off the bat. That's just how it is. We're learning, we're growing, and we're doing so at our own pace. So I know that you can do this. If I can do this, trust me, you can do this. I'm going to leave it there, my friends and neighbors. You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, all that business. Donate to the channel if you are able to do so. All of the above helps me out in a huge way, and it helps me to keep bringing these videos to you whenever I can. I want to thank you all for visiting me once again in the brownstone, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.